I want to talk about compassionate empathy today. This is something that one of Kyle Butler's posts um, inspired me with. Um, Him and myself, we are continually posting material that tries to highlight the disconnect of Christian belief, fundamental Bible belief, and belief in God. And one of the last sentences with which he ended his post um, toward the Christian naysayers that think that we're just pulling these things out of our hats. He says, and please don't comment and tell me, well, God did it for me, because the list of God did not do it for me is far, far longer. And this is something, of course, that I have experienced in my own life as I was beginning to defect from the Christian faith. I received absolutely no empathy, no understanding for the plight that I was facing as my foundations were crumbling. But rather, I got pushed to the ground and kicked for having the audacity to allow my faith to fall apart. As if they have it in their mind, as if this is something that we choose. But when you have light coming in, when you have real conscious light coming in, shining on the concrete beliefs and the belief system and the programming, you can't help it but let it fall apart. It's not in your control. And you cannot expect any support from a Christian. They wouldn't understand it, and it frightens them actually, because the foundation of their belief in God is what is holding up their very insecure existence. They are very insecure, very fearful, actually, because the entire concept, the entire belief in God here in our Western culture was built on fear. I don't care if anyone naysays me about that. I know what I'm talking about. I just have to look around. I just have to observe the life of other Christians. Do not deny it. You are held together by the wire and the string of biblical beliefs and dogma and doctrine that has wrapped your person together to hold it up. Without it, you would quite simply fall apart. And most of us fear losing control and falling apart. So, no, there is no empathy to be expected from Christians for such a one that is faltering in their faith. And this was very disturbing to me, and another nail in the coffin that proved to me that Christianity is a facade. It's hollow. And I include in that the relationship with Jesus. Again, you wouldn't have a relationship, you wouldn't have the precedence and the foundation to have a relationship with Jesus apart from Christianity. The two go hand in hand. But you are you are a house divided with that. You despise the mother that birthed your relationship with Jesus. And so you want to hold on to Jesus, but you have no use for the Christian religion. But that is a house divided inside of you. But besides that, aside from that point, there's many points. This inability to be empathic with people that are struggling was quite the eye-opener. If people were secure in themselves, if what they had was the true light and the true love, whenever they see someone struggling, their fellow human being, and instead of treating them with disrespect and shamefully and gaslighting them and shaming them for what is transpiring, we should set our beliefs aside and at least feel something and say, what is going on here? We're going to have a closer look of what's going on with our neighbor, what is going on with our friend, and how can we assist them. Obviously, I'm not able to assist them with my faith, because that seems to be the very thing that has brought them to this condition. So this is where the maturity is lacking, that in those instances we cannot empathize and put our belief systems aside and just act humanely out of care and compassion and love, and ask the question, hey, what is going on? What's happening? But yeah, today I find myself in that position. I can set any of my quote unquote beliefs, experiences aside, because the experiences and the beliefs do not define who I am. They only pointed to me finding who I am. The beliefs don't define me. I define myself. My divinity defines me. My light, the God source, the light and the consciousness that is God's source, that is what defines me. That is the wisdom and the inspiration that I share. And when you are rooted in your divine identity, you can overlook any belief system, any ideology, because you realize that is just fluff. Those are just cardboard structures. The root of the matter is heart. Are you connected to your heart sufficiently that you can connect to the heart of another human being and uplift them, encourage them? Don't step on them, but uplift them. Uplift them for who they are. And yeah, again, like I said, that's why Christianity is failing. It's lacking the thing that really truly matters, and that is love. It's not correct doctrine, it's not correct belief, it's not correct discernment. Those things are meant to The discernment is an inner discernment, and that is that of, am I representing and being the love that is God to another human being, to another creature? If that is lacking in your life, you are still skirting around the truth. You still have not found it and embodied it. Religion and mental assent can never get us there. Neither all the study of knowledge and other people's wisdom can never get us there. You have to go within yourself. You have to acknowledge that you are the wisdom and the love that you seek. And in acknowledging that identity, you become it. And that's the only way you become it, by being it.